Action! What is going on, people of the YouTube universe? It is I, your famous FPS filmmaker, Dallin Zhang, and this is Cine Section, the place where you and I can hone our filmmaking skills. So recently I got the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition for Christmas, so this video is going to be a review of it. Just a disclaimer, I only use this camera for vlogging. I haven't used it for action or sports or anything like that. So this review is going to be based on my experience vlogging with the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition. So without further ado, here's my review of the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition.
Alright, so let's start with the pros. This camera is a really small form factor, so it's easy to fit in your pocket or a small pocket in your backpack or something like that. And it also comes waterproof, so you don't need that bulky, edgy case that pokes you or anything like that when you put it in your pocket. Another thing I really enjoyed about this GoPro is the app. The app allows you to use your phone as a monitor, so if you're taking selfies or if the GoPro is in a tight area, it's easier for you to frame your shots. The app also allows you to adjust the camera settings, so if the GoPro is already set up and framed, you don't have to use the camera to adjust the settings. This camera also shoots 4K at 24 FPS, so if I wanted more pixels to zoom in or to stabilize, I have the option to do so. One of my favorite features about this camera is that if the camera is turned off and you want to record, you simply have to push the record button and the camera will turn on and start recording. This is very useful when time is of the essence. And I will say that this feature has saved me a few times. 1080p at 120 FPS for slow-mo. Period. And lastly, the camera menu is quite easy to learn. Depending if you're swiping left, right, up or down, different menus will show up, and to change them is as simple as selecting them. And now for the cons. The battery. It seems like after the battery is finished charging, it starts to deplete itself, even though the camera's off. So after about a week or so, the battery seems to go from 100% to 50% without even being turned on. So after taking the camera to the beach and putting it underwater, sand somehow found its way into the battery and charging compartments. But after a few shots of compressed air, I'm glad to share that sand is no more. Since this is my first GoPro and most of my experience has come from cameras with tripod mounts, the GoPro not having one was a bit annoying. Now I know that there are tripods for GoPros, but I don't want to get a tripod just for a GoPro. Now I understand chest mounts and head mounts, but a tripod just for a GoPro is a bit too much. And lastly, the audio. This camera has three microphones, one located on the top, one on the right, and one on the bottom. So if there's the audio coming from different directions, the camera will decide which one it wants to listen to. And sometimes it behaves like a bratty teenager. So just some quick final comments. The low light of this camera is decent when shooting in 4K. It definitely helps smooth out the noise, and with YouTube's compression, it's almost invisible. And although interchangeable lenses don't exist on this camera, the focal length can be adjusted limitedly by cycling through the field of view options. At 1080p, they are narrow, linear, medium, wide, and super view. Overall, I've really enjoyed using this camera. It has most of the features that I want in a vlogging setup, but if I want video quality and audio quality for a short film, the T3i is still bae.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'm your famous FPS filmmaker, Dallin Zhang, and subscribe to stay tuned for the next video when we talk about the possibilities of an alien invasion. Invasion. Cut!